Now before moving on with the important questions, let us see the chemistry of vitamin C. So you know that vitamin C is a water soluble vitamin. Okay, so the use of vitamin C, remember the use of vitamin C in megadoses, you can cure anything from common cold to cancer. So vitamin C is very important. Okay, so chemically it is known as ascorbic acid. Okay, so chemically it is known as ascorbic acid. Now this ascorbic acid, it exists in two forms. One, it is L-ascorbic acid, that is it is in the reduced form. It is in the reduced form, and we have L-dehydroascorbic acid, which is present in the oxidized form. Okay, this you need to know. So chemically it is known as ascorbic acid. Now this vitamin C, it is a strong reducing agent. It is a strong reducing agent. So till now we are discussing about the chemistry of vitamin C, right? Now remember this L-ascorbic acid, okay, so this L-ascorbic acid, it undergoes oxidation to form dehydroascorbic acid, and it is a reversible reaction. Okay, so now we are going to see the important questions, that is mainly the biochemical functions of vitamin C. So this biochemical functions can be asked as a 5-mark question. Okay, so we will discuss the biochemical functions of vitamin C. First you write about the coenzyme forms, mainly the L-ascorbic acid and L-dehydroascorbic acid, right, mainly in the reduced form and in the oxidized form. Now it is going to involve in the reversible, mainly the oxidation and reduction reaction. Okay, so we have discussed already that the ascorbic acid and dehydroascorbic acid, they both are reversible reaction, and first step you have to write about reversible oxidation reduction reaction. Okay, next you write about the collagen formation. Okay, so next you will be writing about the collagen formation. So mainly the enzymes are very important, that is the proline hydroxidase. Okay, so proline hydroxidase, which help in the conversion of proline to hydroxyproline, right. So this proline hydroxylase, what happens is it is going to catalyze the hydroxylation of the proline on the collagen, right. So the important cofactors, they are very important, that is the ascorbic acid as well as ferrous iron is also important cofactor, right, and it is also going to help in the essential for the maturation. It is essential for maturation and cross linking of collagen. So here we are discussing about the collagen formation. So you write about the important enzyme, that is the proline hydroxidase. So the important cofactor, that is ascorbic acid and ferrous iron, they are the cofactors, and ascorbic acid, it is going to help, it is essential for the to keep the iron in the ferrous form. Okay, so ascorbic acid is going to help in the iron to form ferrous form, right. So it's very important. Next important enzyme, that is lysine hydroxylase. Okay, next is the lysine hydroxylase. So here the lysine hydroxylase is going to catalyze the hydroxylation of the lysine residues is present on the collagen. So here the lysine converted into the hydroxy lysine. Okay, so here you need lysine hydroxylase as the enzyme, and apart from that, don't forget to write here O2 converted into H2O, and also succinate converted into alpha ketoglutarate. So here succinate converted into alpha ketoglutarate. So here also you write succinate converted into alpha ketoglutarate, and here also you write O2 converted into H2O. Apart from that, the enzyme is very important, that is the proline hydroxylase and lysine hydroxylase. Next, you write the same important points, that is the ascorbic acid and ferrous iron, they are the cofactors, and ascorbic acid is going to help in the to keep the iron in the ferrous form, right? Now, in vitamin C deficiency, what happens is, so we talk about the vitamin C deficiency now. So what happens is, the collagen synthesis will be defective. Okay, so here the collagen synthesis will be defective. So what happens is, there will be delayed wound healing. There will be delayed wound healing. This point you have to write. Okay, next you write about the para-hydroxy phenyl pyruvate hydroxylase. Okay, so let us write the equation here. So the para-hydroxy phenyl pyruvate, that is converted into homogentisic acid. So the most important enzyme you need to know is the para-hydroxy phenyl pyruvate hydroxylase. Okay, so write the enzyme, and here you need a supplement of O2 and also the ascorbic acid. So in tyrosine catabolism, the para-hydroxy phenyl pyruvate hydroxylase is going to catalyze the formation of the homogentisic acid from the para-hydroxy phenyl pyruvate. So here you need ascorbic acid for this reaction, right? So next important thing you write about the dopamine. Okay, so the dopamine beta cat oxidase. So here what happens is, mainly in the catecholamine synthesis, okay, this dopamine beta oxidase is going to catalyze the formation of norepinephrine from dopamine. Okay, so here you have dopamine that is converted into norepinephrine. Okay, norepinephrine, and here you need the enzyme dopamine beta oxidase. Apart from that, you need the ascorbic acid. Actually, in adrenal medulla there is a rich amount of vitamin C. Okay, so this step is important for the synthesis of catecholamines. That step you have to write down, right? Apart from that, the iron and heme metabolism, it is important. Okay, iron and heme metabolism. So here the important reaction, that is the protoporphyrin 9 converted into heme. So in this reaction, the important enzyme, that is ferrochelatase, is going to form here. That is ferrochelatase. Okay, and here you need ascorbic acid as well as this vitamin C. We have already discussed that the vitamin C is necessary for the incorporation of the iron into protoporphyrin 9 to form heme. Okay, so you know that the vitamin C is going to keep the iron in the ferrous form. Okay, so I am repeating so many times just to make it as an important note. Okay, next, cholesterol. Next important biochemical function is cholesterol 7 alpha hydroxylase. So here the cholesterol, okay, so here the cholesterol is converted into 7 alpha hydroxy cholesterol. So the important enzyme, that is cholesterol 7 alpha hydroxylase, and don't forget to write this one, the NADPH plus H plus is converted into NADP, right, and you need ascorbic acid here. Okay, next, the most important thing is about the bone formation. Okay, so let me write here, it is the bone formation. So what happens here is, in actually the bone tissues, so what all components are there in bone tissues is, it contains organic matrix. Apart from that, it also has collagen, and then inorganic calcium, and then phosphate. So here the vitamin C is required for the bone formation, right? Next, let's move on with the next page. So the next important thing is about tryptophan metabolism. Tryptophan metabolism. So here what happens is, the ascorbic acid, it is necessary for the hydroxylation of tryptophan into 5-hydroxy tryptophan. Okay, so here the ascorbic acid will be necessary for the conversion of tryptophan into 5-hydroxy tryptophan, and here it is important for the formation of serotonin. Write down that alone. Okay, next, you already know that this iron metabolism, just write about this also. So iron metabolism, the ascorbic acid, it is going to increase the iron absorption from the intestine. Okay, iron absorption from intestine, and apart from that, it is going to reduce the ferric iron to ferrous state, right? That point you just write down. And then folic acid metabolism. Folic acid metabolism. So here the vitamin C, it is needed for the formation of FH4. Okay, so in association with FH4, it is going to involve in the maturation. It is going to involve in maturation of RBC. Okay, very important point. Just note down this alone. Okay, next you write about the steroid synthesis. So you have so many biochemical functions. You just write down important 6, what all you like. Just write down the important 6 and describe them. It's very important. Okay, so here in steroid synthesis, what happens is, we already discussed that the adrenal gland is possessing a high level of ascorbic acid. So here the ascorbic acid, it is necessary for the hydroxylation reaction for the synthesis of corticosteroid hormones. Okay, this alone you write down. Next, in immunological function, so here the vitamin C is going to increase the synthesis of immunoglobulins. Okay, apart from that, it is also going to increase the phagocytic action of leukocytes. Fine. Next, cataract. Okay, very important biochemical function is cataract. Actually, vitamin C, it is concentrated in the lens of the eye. So the regular intake of ascorbic acid is going to reduce the risk of cataract formation. So apart from learning for the exam point of view, if you have any neighbors suffering from cataract, you can, as a medical student, you can give them advice that the supplement of vitamin C is going to reduce the risk of cataract formation. Okay, so you can write this also. Next, the antioxidant property. So this vitamin C itself is an antioxidant. Okay, so it is going to reduce the risk of cancer, okay, and even CAD, that is coronary artery disease, right? So So we have discussed about cataract. So cataract is nothing but it is a regular where every individual, that is whole individual, is going to suffer from this cataract, right? So the most important dietary source of vitamin C is gooseberry and lime. Okay, so we can advise them to eat gooseberry and lime as a source of vitamin C. Because they are the good source of vitamin C. And remember, milk is a poor source of vitamin. Okay, actually the RDA, men should have 60 mg per day and women 60 mg per day. Okay, it is been increased in the pregnancy and lactation. Okay, now deficiency is very important. They can ask you in chart. So in chart, if you have the causes, what I am going to say you now, you can address the deficiency manifestation. So the deficiency of ascorbic acid is going to result in scurvy. Okay, actually you have infantile scurvy also, that is called as Barlow's disease. Okay, now we will see the causes of this scurvy. Okay, so in your book they have given about the petechial hemorrhages, nothing but the rupture of capillaries. Okay, it's nothing but petechial hemorrhages. Okay, is nothing but the rupture of capillaries, which so due to the rupture of capillaries, what happens is there will be lack of intracellular substances. Okay, even they have given you about ecchymosis. Okay, that is even hematoma in severe conditions, and also in internal bleeding can also occur. Okay, in the conjunctiva and in retina. Okay, now what happens is oral cavity. Okay, so in oral cavity what happens is, in severe case of scurvy, what happens, the gums will become painful, swollen and spongy. Okay, then you know that the wound healing will be delayed, right? This is about the oral cavity. Apart from that, in bones what happens is there will be failure of osteoblast. There will be failure of osteoblast. So it will form a substance called as osteoid. Okay, write about this osteoid. Okay, next the bones will become weak and fractures may occur easily, right? And apart from that, the vitamin C and vitamin B, they are the essential nutrients to maintain the bone density and bone equality. Okay, next the anemia. So here in anemia you have some important terms. Okay, so in vitamin C deficiency, what happens is you will get normocytic and normochromic. Okay, and normochromic. Why means due to bleeding. Due to bleeding. Okay. Next, apart from that, you will also get megaloblastic. Okay. Why means due to reduced erythropoiesis. Okay. Next, you can also get microcytic hypochromic. Why you are discussing this is, they can ask you the reasons also. Okay, why you are getting normocytic or normochromic, or why you are getting megaloblastic, you can say the reason, right? So microcytic hypochromic anemia due to the impaired iron absorption and impaired heme synthesis. Okay, heme synthesis. Okay, so write about this alone. Then in biochemical findings, you can write about decreased plasma or platelet or leukocyte ascorbic level is there. So this is about the vitamin C deficiency, and when you are learning about vitamin C, go on with the chemistry of vitamin C. Next, the most important question, that is the biochemical functions of vitamin C, and then the deficiency to attend the chart for scurvy. Okay, so hope you like. Please subscribe and thank you. Have a nice day.